Hallo, ihr wunderschönen Menschen des Netz. Ich gehe ja gerade noch auf die Schule, was mir ja kaum ansieht, so alt wie ich schon und so reif wie ich schon aussehe. Ne? Aber wie es halt so ist in der Schule, hatte ich auch eine Englisch Präsentation, welche ich noch vorbereiten und halt machen musste. Und ich wollte auch ein neues YouTube-Video mal wieder machen. Jedenfalls, ich habe diese zwei Sachen dann einfach miteinander verbunden, was wahrscheinlich die dümmste Idee, die ich jemals hatte. Aber jetzt habe ich es gemacht und ich bin sicher, theoretisch hätte ich das besser machen können, die Präsentation, aber jetzt wollte ich dieses Video nicht wegwerfen, also viel Spaß! Woo!
I was going to talk about work exploitation, like a global issue everybody knows common about it, and it's already all over the world, but I was thinking, since I was at the end of all presentations, why shouldn't I pick a topic that wasn't like, it should be the biggest, most important, not global issue, but like global on the universe basis, like not everywhere, but also every when, and everywhere not mentioned to the planet, but to the entire universe. So I actually changed my topic to stuff. I'm here
more like scuff.
I hear you asking, stuff, question mark, and yes, stuff, exclamation mark. You underestimate how important stuff is actually for the entire history of our planet and anything. Yeah, I'm going to explain to you.
Okay.
I said stuff, exclamation mark. I'm going to go to that. So let's look at the stuff at the beginning. Stuff, like I said, we're going to look at the history of stuff. Yeah. Then what defines stuff in itself, because I see many question mark here. I guess that. Then how to separate stuff from other stuff, like how can you say this is one stuff, this is the other stuff. And let's say it's all a bit of a grey zone, short spoiler right there. And then how you can get your own stuff, why stuff is a global issue, and what can you do against stuff. So,
A lot of stuff right there.
Yeah, a lot of stuff, you can say that. Well, yeah, let's start with the history of stuff. A lot of people do commonly believe that stuff was invented in 1767 by Stuffy McStuffins. Actually not a joke, this character exists. I just googled Stuffy McStuff and he came up, so just a short fun fact right there. But this is actually a lie. Stuffy McStuffins is a weird fraud because stuff has been there since the very beginning, the beginning of everything. So been embarrassing, wrong slide, since the Big Bang. So also you have to understand that stuff was the creation of stuff. So stuff in itself can't invent itself again. This is impossible. So obviously Stuffy McStuffins is a fraud.
I know where this is going.
Now you all understood. Glad. Yeah, so stuff has been there since the very beginning. It basically invented itself, and it is not everything, but also every when. Yeah, and what defines stuff? Stuff is a very huge spectrum, yeah, let's say that, and by any means you can't really comprehend what stuff in itself really is, but stuff can be everything. It has been there since the beginning, so it's molecules, it's like huge suns, it's like this is stuff, and this is also stuff, yeah, both stuff. It's very, in the end, I would say stuff is something, and what something is, that's not my topic, so I'm going to explain that. And then, how could you separate stuff from each other? Like I said, you have many tiny molecules and also big sun, so you have tiny molecules, it's one stuff, but also like the sun is also stuff. So it's always look from the perspective. You have two pairs of shoes, which is one pair, one stuff, but also two shoes, two stuffers. You understand? Yeah, right. And also you have the stone with googly eyes because they thought it was fun. It's very simple. How you can get stuff, yeah? Very important since since everybody needs stuff for basic living. There are multiple ways, but like I listed the most three common ways of getting stuff. It would be the legal one, the ones you should take, just like buying your stuff and being all nice to everyone, but like, then there would be one like the changing way, the OG way of getting your stuff. But as you can see here, it's not as good seen as here on the whiteboard as you've seen on the laptop. You actually have a disadvantage with changing, since it has never gotten a great update, so there has been actually some problems with some downsides, even though it is the OG version. You have here a level 46 against level 199. Obviously, sometimes you get less for what you're changing in. Yeah? Always paying more than you need to, which is the upside of money, but like, anyway, there has been the second update, not as commonly used, I'd say, but my preferred one, just taking your stuff. It completely declines the point of you giving stuff up to get stuff. You're just getting stuff. You don't have to do anything. You have to get it, of course, but like, who wants to tell you not to do law? In the end, law is just stuff, so just take that stuff. Problem solved. You have to say it's a genius tactic, and you don't have any downsides of it, except for prison, but just take the prison. Your stuff. If you can manage.
Just pickpocket the prison.
Yeah, exactly. Then I hear you say, you probably already forgot about that question, but since it's kind of our topic, and I didn't want a completely failing grade, I should probably mention why stuff is a global issue. Actually, stuff isn't just a global issue, stuff is the global issue. You have, for example, one of the most discussed global issues in our region here would be climate change, with the huge Fridays for Future movement here. And basically, climate change, a huge part of it, we are throwing many particles, many tiny stuff in the air, and then we have like problems with that, because like huge stuffs appear, and we have, for example, forest fires, which are burning our resources. We like to burn for ourselves, and not the environment. Very rude. Also, like tornadoes and overfloods, also not good, also can kill us. So it's a global issue caused by stuff, and again, stuff. Yeah? Then we have like a shortage of food, as you already mentioned in some part of work. These people don't have enough stuffings. Should not have said that. These people don't have enough stuff to eat. Very important. So they need more stuff. Also, of course, with water, like you mentioned. But I didn't have enough space for pictures, so it's not here. Then we have gun violence, and you have a big, heavy stuff which can hurt people. You don't want that, obviously. So some problems, some global issue with the stuff here. And
that's
then
a gun.
I was
it would be a
telling
campfire.
I was telling about gun violence. What did you thought it was?
It looked like a campfire to me.
With guns, yeah, it's a campfire with guns. And then you have like polluting of the ocean, it's the last example. We have all plastic stuff we're just throwing in the sea. Not very, like, we don't really reuse it, recycle it, we're just wasting it completely. And also it's like polluting, it's also an issue, it's polluting and killing all the animals. So we're not wasting stuff there, but also wasting other stuff, but we're killing it and we can't eat it again. Very stupid of us again. But then of course we should probably name a solution to stuff, and the problem is stuff is also kind of the solution, since stuff is everything. So the only thing like to do against stuff would be just like to do this, but honestly I feel kind of stupid that I have to tell you that and you didn't came up with it as on your own. So sorry, not sorry, but here you go. Now we can look at the stuff at the end. Hope you enjoyed my special hidden secret presentation, and I wish you all a lovely day. Yeah.
What kind of crack did you smoke?
Yeah. What is the goal?
So
The presentation, I mean, it's divided into three things. I mean, the PowerPoint may miss the topic kind of, but the PowerPoint was still there, which is great. And the presentation style, I mean, it was fluent, it was freestyle, and it was hella interesting, and I just was absolutely fascinated by it. So congrats on that.
The thing is, you could have turned it into a satire, and I thought it was satire. But then I didn't know where it was going. Because you kept changing the point.
Just tell me the stuff you use, please.
I didn't quite thought about the presentation for too long.
You could have turned it into a satire, and it would have been actually quite good. But yeah, you did this at night.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's 1 o'clock.
It takes some guts to do that, legit. That's it.
I have some interesting grading to do.
Ich hatte eine 3.